I've been a groomsman at 10 weddings. At one point in my life, I was in so many weddings, I had to have a separate bank account just to be able to pay for getting to be in so many weddings. Factor in a telenovela's worth of personal dramas and marital crises, and my couple's still together record is 8-1-1. The tie is my friend Jeff, who was gay his whole life, but then not gay, just long enough to marry Marty, short for Martha, at a gorgeous Christmas wedding. Then a year later was gay again, just long enough for Martha to get a Thanksgiving annulment. To me, that's a tie. That's a tie. And no matter what you're doing, an 8-1-1 record is awesome. As far as bachelor parties, like any good bachelor, sadly, I'm sworn to secrecy. That includes the ones that did or didn't involve strippers and limousines, and the ones that did or didn't involve strippers and double-headed dildos. There is one bachelor party I was a member of, though, that's no secret at all. In fact, you can order it from Netflix. Imagine the lottery-winning-like odds of me getting lucky enough to be bachelor in so many weddings, plus countless years of actor training, plus my nearly spotless record as a bachelor, plus all that stuff about the double-headed dildos, would all add up to the perfect Uta Hagen sense-memory mind fuck that would prepare me to act in my very first film role, Bachelor number 2, in Demi Moore's 1996 movie Striptease. Shooting in Miami, practically in my own backyard. Demi Moore's job in Striptease is to take her clothes off and dance. My job in Striptease is to stare up her ass for a week and scream. In case you forgot, Striptease is the Andrew Bergman-directed Demi Moore starred-in movie based on Miami Herald reporter Carl Hyacint's steamy, sultry, kooky, Miami-ocentric best-selling novel about an unbelievably hot ex-court reporter, Aaron Grant, who, in a desperate attempt to make enough money to regain custody of her 5-year-old daughter, coincidentally played by Demi's own daughter, Rumor, back from her lunatic ex-husband, Terminator 2's Robert Patrick. Aaron becomes a professional stripper at the Eager Beaver, a strip club frequented by a sleazy, infatuated red state congressman, fellow Florida State alumni, Burt Reynolds, who drools over Aaron nightly, until the night he attacks the overzealous groom of our bachelor party with a champagne bottle, and I scream. Mayhem, murder, and madness ensue. Even before shooting starts, Striptease throws parties for everything. At the first party at a swanky Italian restaurant in Fort Lauderdale, I see Ving Rhames, who's cast as Shad, the gruff but lovable strip club bouncer at the Eager Beaver. When I see him sitting at the bar, I say out loud to a friend of mine, "Oh my God, there's that poor guy from Pulp Fiction who got fucked up the ass." Wow! It's my first day on the set, with visions of an actual acting career dancing in my head, walking from my trailer to start shooting a real Hollywood movie. A Miami Metro cop grabs me, shoves me up against the wall of the studio, spreads my legs, thoroughly pats me down, then sends me on my way to act. That same week, the tabloids had publicly offered a bounty of $100,000 to anyone who could get a picture of Demi Moore stripping on the set of Striptease. There are cops on the roof. There are cops at craft services. There are cops everywhere. My job, stare up Demi Moore's ass. My only prop in the movie, other than fake beer and real peanuts, is a real camera. After one extra loudly jokes about me putting real film in my prop camera, the next morning I arrive at the set to find my prop camera soldered shut, and now accompanied by 2 large bodyguard types, hiding in the shadows, listening and observing, just like in acting class. The next day, sitting in the makeup chair among the bevy of hot NYU and Juilliard grads playing hot strippers at the Eager Beaver, a PA hands us all a memo. Please do not touch or play grab ass with the waitresses or the dancers. They are not waitresses or dancers. They are actresses. Thank you, signed the management. It seems some of my coworkers on the movie needed a little extra help distinguishing that this whole thing was a movie. The next day, I arrive at the set at 7 a.m. I barely finished the last bite of my bacon, egg, and cheese on sourdough toast when the assistant director shouts, "We need you on the set in 5 minutes." I immediately get in costume, hair, and makeup, start to read the newspaper, and promptly fall asleep back in my trailer. A knock at the door and a shout wakes me at 1 o'clock. 1 hour lunch. I slept all morning. Lunch is a choice between chicken, lobster, New York strip steak, and a hearty African nut stew to satisfy all the hungry vegans in the cast and crew. I'm allergic to lobster. I order the steak and lunch is over. "Hurry up," the AD shouts. "We need you on the set now." I jump back into costume, hair, and makeup and promptly fall asleep back in my trailer. One more knock at the door and another shout exclaims, "1 hour dinner." I slept all afternoon. After another meal, very much like lunch, I hear the same AD, "Where the fuck are you? We need you on the set in 5 minutes." I long jump back into costume, hair, and makeup, plant myself on the steps of my trailer, and wait. And wait. And wait. Till they order pizza at midnight. Somebody's a genius. They get it from Steve's around the corner, which is awesome pizza, and they deliver till 2 a.m., which is about the time I'm released, after a very full 19-hour workday of doing absolutely nothing. By the end of the week, sometime after all the paperwork, all the pat-downs, and all the waiting, I actually work. The Spencer Davis Group's "Gimme Some Lovin'" starts blasting over and over through the speakers on the set. I feel so good, everybody's getting high. Better take it easy because the place is on fire. Been a hard day and I don't know what to do. Wait a minute, baby. This could happen to you. No, you wait a minute, Spencer Davis. This is happening to me. It has been a hard day, and this place is on fire. Burt Reynolds hugs me and calls me his little buddy. This place is fucking awesome. For hours and hours, we walk back and forth, over and over, in and out of our fake strip club home away from home, brimming with naked and half-naked, classically trained actresses as far as the eye can see. "Back to one, everybody," the AD would shout. I pray quietly, "Yes, please, let us all go back to one." Then I sit for hours on end in a ringside seat along the main stage and watch actress after actress, and Demi Moore, stripped down to pasties and a thong, over and over and over again, all while my favorite tracks from Annie Lennox's Diva album blast through the speakers in the club. Demi Moore bends over, pulls her pants down, and sticks her ass in my face over and over and over again until she gets it right. She gets it right. She gets it right. When it was time for me to scream, I scream. I scream so much, a PA has to bring me Sucrets. Twice. And just like that, my job was done. The last cast party is an intimate stone crab and prime rib gathering for 600 at a mansion with its own pirate ship, all backed up by a 30-piece orchestra. I'm still allergic to shellfish. I have the prime rib. Ms. Moore dances one last dance with me on the dance floor, says, "Thank you, red-haired bachelor number 2. Then disappears through the crowd and into the night. Later that year, Striptease was nominated for 7 Razzie Awards. setting some sort of record at the time. Striptease took home 6. Worst picture, worst actress, worst screen couple, worst director, worst screenplay, and worst song. Pussy, Pussy, Pussy by Marvin Montgomery. But fuck the critics. Demi Moore made $12.5 million for Striptease. Her tits still write me residual checks. Who says Hollywood doesn't make any sense? I've had plenty of different acting jobs since Bachelor #2 and Striptease. But not one of them came with the job description, Keith looks up Demi Moore's ass for a week and screams. And you know what? I want my old job back.
Can I take it easy?